All right, guys, it's been a minute, but hey, listen, real quick, man. As it pertains to this Nolan Wells case, may God be with his family, bless his mother, bless his father, look over the siblings. May God be with the family. But I will say this, man. It's a very interesting case, man. I've been following the case and all of the new evidence that pops up, and very interesting, man. But I want to talk about some guys. I mean, if you do not like the truth, then you may as well exit this video. And I'm gonna start it off. Let's get into it, man. I'm fixing to say it. And listen. Hatred and evil, it do not have a color, man. It do not have a gender. When it comes to hatred and evil, you can't look and say, you know what, it was a point in time. I like to think it was a point in time where one can say, you know what, I can identify with the enemy. I can identify with the oppressor. I can identify with, negativity and just overall evil. But my advice to many of you, just live long enough, man. Live long enough. And what you're going to find out is hatred and evil do not have a gender, a color, ethnicity. It do not. It don't. And so with that being said, again, man, if you're a black person and you live in the hood or you live amongst a lot of blacks, what you'll find out is somebody in your family or somebody in your friend group, somebody been unalived by somebody that looked like you, that's part of your race, that you may have never even got justice for. Hey, vice versa in the white community. Somebody of your race did something to one of your loved ones or one of your friends, one of your close loved ones, and you may have probably never got justice for it. And so on with the other, ethnicities, Asian, Latino, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, and, again, live long enough, have an open mind. And what you'll find out is, outside of the obvious, a lot of people say, hey, wait a minute. A lot of things are, the math ain't math, and a lot of things are not adding up. This is what I say to you because I wasn't there. I don't know any of these people, man. I don't. But I can say I've lived long enough to know that when it comes to evil and it comes to hatred, there's no color, there's no age, there's no gender. This day and age, you got some decent folks, who's gonna say, you know what, whether white or black, wrong is wrong. Let's find the facts. Let's get to the bottom of it. And then you have the ones who just far left and just far right. You got the liberals, you got the conservatives, Democrat, Republican, non-binary, male, female, like everybody weighing in, man. And this thing done turned into a payday for a lot of these content creators. It turned into a payday. Like everybody eating off of it now, and getting notoriety and attention and likes. And, and like I say, it's interesting enough to say, let's see how this thing turn out, man, because there's a lot of agencies, a lot of entities that are now involved. And it's like, it's a lot of attention over there. That's crazy. And maybe I shouldn't say crazy, man, but shout out to Kendrick Johnson family, down in Valdosta. If you guys don't know about that story, I mean, it's just too many stories to name. When you got that many agencies and entities on it, I see why a lot of black folks say, it's systemic racism. This person right here got doctors on their team, judges, congressmen, council members, governors and like, you know, all of these, you know, people with these nice fancy titles and high ranking people of the community. And yeah, they all working together, you know. So to pull the rug from up under this situation would mean the bottom would fall out, you know, and we can't have that, you know. So, you know, that's the obvious. But like I say, you know, when it comes to hate and evil, this is what it boils down to. You know, people have to pick a side, you know, and I know a lot of people will say, you know what, I'm gonna choose the people that look like me, or I'm gonna choose the gender, you know, that I support and that I'm, you know, that I'm with, you know, whether male or female, non-binary, you know. And this is how people making their decisions, you know. It's no different from, you know, voting or whatnot. A lot of times you don't know the policies, you don't know what these candidates, you know, what they stand on, and you know, and what they're aiming for. You just going off of popularity and what sounds good, you know. And so a lot of people are, you know, in their feelings. And again, you know, it's unfortunate for the family, but right now it's totally looking like a money grab for a lot of people and a lot of content creators, man. Like everybody done got hold to the story now and like, hey, I'm finna get these numbers up, you know. And so again, I say to you, man, this is the slaughterhouse. Do you want to enter through the left side or the right side? Here's the slaughterhouse. Do you want to enter through the left or through the right? In other words, guys, hey, do you want to be unalived by somebody that look like you? Do you want to be unalived by the other side? Do you want to be unalived by male or female? You know, and again, like I say, guys, you get where I'm going. But you know, I say to you, like, you know, like none of us, like, you know, like this is humanity. I mean, in the perfect world, you know, hey, look, let's all believe in peace. Let's all love each other. We'll hold hands, you know, kumbaya. You know, we love the Lord. We love God, the Most High God. You know, and it's like, it's so many different beliefs and so many different personalities and spirits that walk this planet. Like I say, I mean, are you going to choose to be good with the good, righteous with the righteous? Are you going to be negative with the negative, evil with the evil? Because a lot of times, like I say, this ain't got nothing to do with color. This is spiritual. It's spiritual. And a lot of people can't see past colorism. A lot of people can't see past classism. A lot of people can't see past gender, you know, and we all down here having this human experience, you know. And like I say, I mean, you know, you got the meek, but then you also got the wicked, you know, and that's the duality in which we live. But like I say, it sounds so simple, but people just can't decipher, and you know, between the two, you know, and you know, the dichotomy, you know, it's like, again, heads or tails, you know, or is it one and the same coin? You know, and how do you find balance? And like I say, or how do you pick a side? How? Do you say, I believe in righteous and I'm going to stand on that? But then, hey, the other side saying they right. You standing north of the number, this person standing south of the number. They see the number 9 from the north side. You see the number 6 from the south side. Which one of you guys are wrong? Which one of you guys are wrong? Hey, last but not least, like I say, very interesting story. Kind of brings me back to the Kendrick Johnson. It's too many to name, you know. Again, like I say, where a lot of agencies, a lot of different entities, high-ranking people get involved, and before you know it, it's swept up under the rug, and you know, people are gonna divert their attention to something else. And you find out, you know, out of all of this, you know, life goes on, you know, and you know, again, you know, you have to make the best of your time while you're here, and depending on how long you live and how much you learn, you know, you have to find your path. And if you righteous, you know, stand on being righteous, do the right thing, you know, as much as you can, you know, to the best of your ability. And what you're going to find out, the ones that are doing wrong, they're going to put a lot of energy into doing wrong. People that's doing right, they're gonna put a lot of energy into doing right, and you're gonna find out it's an ongoing battle, man. It's an ongoing battle. It's kind of like that film Immortals. It's a good film, by the way. If you ever seen that film Immortals, I mean, even to the end, man, even with the credits, you know, and the movie going off, the battle is like the saga continue, man. The saga continues. So it's like, you know, at the end of the day, people are gonna choose a side, and you just have to stand on it, man. You got to stand on it. And so let this be a life lesson, man. Like I say, for those of you who are emotionally immature and you in your feelings, and you don't know how to control your emotions. You know, anger is not meant to be bad. You know, I mean, it is a form of emotion, but like I say, again, I just understand it's not for everyone. But like I say, just like I said early on in the video, you know, if you're not a person who believe in truth and believe in the facts, then a lot of my videos won't be for you. You know, if you don't understand or overstand.